Hey everybody, Economic Ninja. I hope you are doing great. I've got some news for you, and it's not news if you're part of Ninja Nation. If you've been subscribed to this channel since at least November, you know that at the end of last year, I was telling you to wait to buy things. I know it's getting crazy. Inflation's getting strong. It's going to get stronger. But when it comes to goods, things that are being shipped in, imported from other countries, because we had all that crazy supply chain and we had shortages and prices were going up. And well, don't worry, wait until this summer, late spring, early summer, we're going to start to see inventory increase, and that is exactly what's happening. So I'm going to share a story with you. We're going to talk about it. I want to thank my buddy Andrew for sharing this, and to his friend that shared the article with him. He owns a local pub, I believe, in Michigan. I think so. Maybe we're going to have to go to Michigan. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about this. All right. I'm going to link this story below. It is entitled Retail's Dark Side. As inventory piles up, liquidation warehouses are busy. Very, very interesting. Here we go. Once upon a time when parents were scrambling to occupy their children during pandemic lockdowns, bicycles were hard to find. But today, in a giant warehouse in northeastern Pennsylvania, there are shiny new Huffies and Schwinns available at big discounts. Let's take just a quick break to remember how awesome our Huffy was. Please put down in the comment section below how many of you would put either a baseball card, hopefully it wasn't a Mickey Mantle rookie card, in the spokes of your bicycle, or those little tassel things on the bike, and the bell. I mean, what was your favorite accessory on your own bicycle as a kid? And I can't even imagine what kind of technology is on these bikes now for these kids. I mean, they probably have lasers that they could shoot at each other and, just crazy, crazy stuff. Put that in the comment section. But it is true. During the pandemic, parents were at home, the kids were at home, and a lot of them ran out. And it was actually a really good thing. They ran out, bought their kids bicycles. And I saw so many people in my neighborhood just walking back and forth with their kids, walking their dogs. It was like the ultimate vacation for quite some time, right? And it's true. It drained the nation of bicycles and all kinds of things, especially the camera I'm talking to you on. I bought one of those webcams. You couldn't find a webcam for months and months and months. And if you did, they were hundreds and hundreds of dollars more than they should have been. I mean, literally like 500% higher. Absolutely crazy. So it says here, the same goes for patio furniture, garden hoses, and portable pizza ovens. There are home spas, Rachel Ray's nonstick pans, and a backyard fire pit, which promises to make memories every day. Or if you eat a lot like the Ninja, pounds that stick around with you every day. So, sorry, I digress. It says the warehouse is run by Liquidity Services, a company that collects surplus and return goods from major retailers like Target and Amazon and resells them. Now, guys, a little breakaway from the story. We also have one of those companies in my neck of the woods, and it resells, it buys pallets of goods from Home Depot, Amazon, Target, all these places, and then resells them. Another great idea for a side hustle. And if you want to start a side hustle, you guys know I put that new program together. It's an online course. I'll put a link below in the video on how to start a side hustle. And the way I set mine up, it's a living course. Every month, I'm going to put a new class on there. So once you're in, I think right now it's $199. That price is good to go. All right. So I wanted to put that in there, but it's a great example of these little new businesses that are taking advantage of the big box stores that ordered improperly. Okay. So I wanted to just share that with you. Just food for thought. Now it says, the warehouse offers a window into the reckoning across the retail industry and the broader economy. After a 2-year binge of consumer spending, which was fueled by government checks being handed out to a large swath of the population, and the ease of e-commerce, a nasty hangover is now taking hold. Now, guys, I'm not going to go too deep into this article, but I do want to hit just two more, couple more points. It says right here, it's becoming clear that retailers badly misjudged supply and demand. Part of their miscalculation was caused by supply chain delays, which prompted companies to secure products far in advance. Then there was the natural cycle of booms. Whether because of optimism or greed, companies rarely pull back before it's too late. Now, that's where I want to end the article. I want you guys to check it out because I think it's very important, very telling of the sign of the times, because I believe this inventory explosion is not only going to lead to a lot of opportunities, but it's going to lead to a lot of companies going belly up. That is true. One thing that is going to be overhanging in companies, and that most people understand, is inventory tax. A lot of companies are getting a lot of excess inventory right now, and they are taxed on inventory because the government and their supreme desires to make dumb rules. They wanted a long time ago to make sure there weren't companies that made monopolies. And I get the premise of it, but the problem is what they did is they created this inventory tax that would cause retailers to only sell a little bit at a time. They would not be allowed to order excess goods. Well, now they have excess goods and they're going to be hitting inventory tax time. And that is what a lot of retailers do not want. Here's the problem. You have one big box store having a mega clearance, and you have another box store having a mega clearance. And what's happening, you only have so many consumers. Well, for the first time that I have never seen in recorded history, none of us has ever seen this. There's never been an economist that could write a book about an example like this in history. And this is the example. There has never been a time where we had excess inventory in the market because of a lack of buyers, because of something that happened to the world where they caused everything to shut down and the supply chain broke apart. So when they finally got all of their orders in, you now have a time of crazy inflation. And the consumer is now going, I'm not going to buy that bicycle because I don't care about what the price is, even if it's 50% off. My electricity bill just went up 2 or 3 times. My food bill just went up double. My gasoline has doubled. Everything's doubling. So as much as I'd love that bicycle at a smoking deal right now, I can't afford it. So what does that mean for today's consumer and the guys and ladies having side hustles? It means that it's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. You may have, because the last 2 years watching supply chain crisis and inflation, all these items that you've wanted, but you're like, oh, it's too expensive. And now they're getting discounted, like they're 30, 40% off. I'm telling you, it is about to get worse. And going in to Christmas season, I highly suggest. Last year, I did a video in September, and I called it the government destroyed Christmas or something like that. And I said, if you want to get your children a certain thing, buy it now, because by December, you're not going to be able to. It's a special toy because of supply chain, right? And ironically, the vice president came out with the same video a week later. But it was true, and it absolutely happened. Now I'm telling you the opposite, okay? This isn't financial advice. This isn't Christmas advice. I, quite frankly, am very small with my children when it comes to Christmas, because I believe spoiling a child, what is it? Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's one. But you spoil the child and they just have no grasp on reality. So I want to give gifts that last in a lifetime, that you never want to give away. It's so special, and that doesn't mean spending a lot of money. Sorry, I digress, but I think it's very important. But now I think if you wanted to go Christmas shopping and have an amazing Christmas for your family, save the money now and wait until actually December to buy, because companies are going to be hemorrhaging inventory, not only because they have a lack of buyers, but also because they're freaking out that they're going to get taxed on it. So you will literally see companies taking a write down, taking a loss on an item. Let's say they bought a camera for $100 to sell for $200. You will see this company be okay with selling it at $50 because of the amount of tax they're going to get hit with at the same time. This is absolutely an item flipper's, a side hustler's dream come true, because eventually when this all washes out and inflation ends and you have some inventory to sell, you have a place to store it, you're going to absolutely crush it, because I have a feeling there's going to be stimulus coming, and I'm going to be calling for it. You will see some type of stimulus by Christmas. We'll call it Christmas. We're going to come up with a word. We're going to figure it out. Put it in the comment section below what you think the new hashtag for stimulus by Christmas should be, and we're going to run with it. I'm going to take the best one and we're going to run with it. I'm going to start wearing a Santa's hat and everything. Ooh, wait, we're going to need a Santa's hat with the bro hawk hole cut out of it. We'll get it figured out. Johnny, I'm going to need your help. All right, guys, that being said, take a look at the link below. I've got the link for the online course if you want to join. If not, no worries, but it is right now an introductory price at $199. And once you're in, you're in. I'm just going to keep coming up with all kinds of weird things to say about how to go crush it with your own side business. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.